Hey everybody, it's WillBits. We're playing Harry Potter Hogwarts Mystery, Year 5, Chapter 29. Final preparations? That's not what I want to hear. I want to just go into the vault. Alright, whatever. You're ready to enter the cursed vault, but also you're not ready. Who will go and how you'll get there is up to you and Rake Pick. Alright, let's get through it. Attention, my apprentice curse breakers, the time to meet is now. Alright. Okay, there's only like an hour left in this contest, and I am not willing to spin the gems to get this hat. As much as I kinda wanted to go through a cursed vault, looking like the Chiquita Banana Lady. We're not gonna do it. Chapters are in! I'm so glad we get to progress the plot a little bit. Let's progress the plot! What you will? Or making mischief with you? I'm sure we'll get back to that eventually. I've been here since dawn, waiting for inspiration to strike. Did I miss breakfast? Yes. Oh, just realized this place is neither a court nor a yard, but it is a courtyard. It's kind of both of those things, but also, it's fine, Barnaby. Why are we meeting out here, out in the open? To avoid suspicion, you should stick to your normal school routine and not alert anyone to what we're about to do, which is why we've gone to the most crowded place, and I'm gonna openly talk about it in front of everyone. So it's happening? It's time to enter the cursed vault? Soon. Tonight. Then you figured out where the vault is, Professor Rakepick? Not exactly. Every indication points to it being underground, so we won't find it on Hogwarts grounds. But how can we go there tonight if... Patience, Mr. Bits. First things first, we'll need more help. Do you know another student who would be a good fit to join us? We have plenty of friends. I mean, at least Will and I have. I have friends? Will is my friend. You're calling Will your friend now? Ooh. You're calling me Will at all, and not just Bits? Rula, are we married? Huh? I wanted to try it out, Bits. It's not working for me. I do hope you'll all sharpen your focus by tonight. I don't care about these petty squabbles. We have vaults to crack. Now, who shall we take into the cursed vault with us? Well, there are pros and cons to anyone we pick. First, let's spend 3 hours discussing it. That's enough stars. It's enough thinking. You keep circling back around to Charlie and Penny. Mr. Bits, you choose! What? Why me? Bill will have a bias towards his brother, whether it's for or against. Yeah, I'd want Charlie by my side, but my mom wouldn't want either of us putting ourselves in danger. As for Marilla, she never questions my good judgment, but you often do. So I will leave the choice up to only you, so you can't blame anyone but yourself should something happen. That's a tough spot to put Will in, Professor Rakepick. The tough spot we'll all be in soon is inside a cursed vault. So who will you bring with us? Charlie or Penny? I find it very interesting, actually, that Penny doesn't have a button at all. I guess because you have to have somebody to take. I like Penny. I like having Penny along, but this is already a Marula adventure, and we know there's dragons. We know it's gonna be dragons. Let's bring Charlie. Let's get all of the Weasleys, roll them up in a big ball, let them fight the dragons. I'd choose Charlie. If we run into a dragon, he'll be able to help us the most. Excellent. Now all you have to do is go and convince your friend to put himself at great risk. All we gotta do is emphasize the dragons, downplay everything else. Piece of cake. Piece of cake. You meet the Hogshead Inn now. It's just a friendly social visit, right? You're not going to talk me into anything really dangerous, are you? No. But I am going to go. This has also happened. We're going to once again, I think, be balancing a side quest. Another Hagrid thing has shown up. Some keen commenters noticed that once you're, and commented on, once you're friends with Hagrid, you don't actually get to, like, go do, like, gobstones or dinner with him or something. He just starts he shows up in your friends list, and I think it's going to be attached to these quests.
Glad you're here, Will. I got an assignment for you, straight from Professor Dumbledore.
For me?
For both of us. It's a two-person job, at least. Requires research and decent handwriting, and I can't do either of those. Thing is, it's dangerous if you don't know what you're doing.
I like danger. You know me. I like danger.
I like your attitude, Will, but I don't want you getting hurt. Are you sure you're ready to handle some difficult creatures, Will?
So this seems like it's going to be exactly, and I mean like exactly, like the thing that we just did in the very last thing with the fairy, except this one's going to be focusing on the unicorn. I'm already done with the unicorn, so I don't mind jumping in on this because it's going to bump Hagrid's friendship level up a little bit, and you never know when that's going to come in handy. So we are again going to bounce back and forth since they seem to overlap well. Alright. Hagrid talks.
I suppose you're pretty good at creatures, Will.
You don't have to worry about me, Hagrid. I'm not afraid of a little danger. Besides, creatures like me. Better than some of my classmates do most of the time. Probably because they don't read the Daily Prophet.
That's good to hear, Will, but I'd feel better if you learned a little more about creatures first. Once you do, come talk to me about Abraxans.
I know about Abraxans. It's gonna skip right over this. Reach magic level 3.
Okay, come down to the training grounds. I got a very important job for you from Professor Dumbledore.
Yeah. Well, I guess that's a thing we could do. Also, this is going on. Full marks. This is like a tic-tac-toe game where if you do certain things, you can kind of check off this little bingo game, and you get different points. And I guess there's a leaderboard, and depending on where you get in the leaderboard, you can get some crazy outfits and stuff. So it's kind of like having the other stuff that we've had before, but now we're competing against a set group of individual people, and the things you have to do are all over the place. It's wake up your pets, earn courage points, earn full stars against defense against the dark arts, and I guess you can also spend gems and get a multiplier to give yourself an advantage in that regard if you really want to make sure you get the thing. So that's interesting as a side thing. I'm not really going to pay that much attention to that, but maybe we get a cool outfit. Let's see. We could do that. I think I'm going to go over here and recruit Charlie first, though. We're going to hit up Charlie first. Yeah. I already went over this. Collect tiles to earn points. Oh, I see. If you complete patterns, you earn a new board. Oh! Okay, so it benefits you to actually intentionally try to get a specific pattern. Alright, okay, alright, well. Good to know. If you guys are interested in all the side events that are always cycling through. What's up, guys?
There's been an extra goatee in here today. I shouldn't have brought my own goat. Came here to get a goat to go.
How many goat jokes can I do? Just cheating a competition, not much to see here.
Your regular table is available.
Thanks for meeting me, Charlie.
Of course, you and Bill have been so busy apprentice curse breaking, I'm chuffed to see either one of you. It's about time we caught up on just ordinary stuff. Are you coming to my Quidditch friendly on Tuesday?
Actually, I do need to speak to you about something, out of the ordinary.
Oh, am I going to end up stuck in a tub of frogs again?
Maybe. We're going into the Cursed Vault tonight, and I want you to come with us.
Oh. You're asking the wrong Weasley.
Aha, okay, this is a conversation. Let's do it.
Sorry, but I'm gonna leave the curse breaking to Bill.
Why, it's me at the last minute. You're the best wizard for the job. Arguably. Yeah, let's just get this over with.
How would I be able to help? We're expecting dragons.
That's all we really had to say, I think. Right?
You got me seriously thinking about doing this.
Does Bill want me to join you? Yes, Bill wants you by his side. He loves you. You're his favorite brother. And that's saying something. He has a lot to choose from.
Alright, I'll do it. I'll go with you into the Cursed Vault. Yeah, you will. Thank you, Charlie. This means a lot to all of us who've been working so hard to break the portrait curse. I feel like I don't know what I've just got myself into. Some of the best adventures start that way? Nice try. There's no getting around what we're about to do tonight is crazy and dangerous. I'm going to find Bill and use what time I have left to prepare. Thank you again, Charlie. We need all the help we can get. Like how many people weren't even options here? Like Ben, not an option. I can help. Rowan, not an option. Ben, I know you spent time at Hog's Head. You're kind of weirding me out right now. I told you and Charlie while you were talking about dragons at the Three Broomsticks that I'm being braver. Sometimes being braver just means trying new things. Good for you, Ben. So you're new to the Hog's Head Inn? Does it always smell like goats? Well, there was a big order of goats, and, well, we did the jokes earlier. Usually. So is that what you and Charlie were talking about again just now? The goats? Yeah. No, dragons. You said you needed help tonight with something crazy and dangerous. When did you become an expert eavesdropper? Ben! Ben! We still have not ever really totally resolved you kind of going crazy and double-crossing me earlier. We didn't really address it properly. Is that a skill you can use tonight? Because I can help. I told you, I'm trying new things. But, Ben, we're going into the cursed vault tonight. He's been in the cursed vault. He went with us into the ice vault. There could be dragons and all sorts of terrible danger. But you just said you needed all the help you can get. Right, but, well, Bill and Marula and I have been training for this. Charlie hasn't been training. No, he hasn't, but I won't take no for an answer, Will. That was me being brave. I suppose I can't talk you out of it, Ben. And it's a great idea! I think it's a great idea that you join us. You do? If you're gonna be brave, go big! And we do need help. Safety in numbers. Alright, so we're gonna need you to wear this flammable suit covered in hot dogs. For reasons. Brilliant, thank you, Will. Well then, you should probably come along with me now. To practice our curse-breaking moves? Curse-breaking moves aren't really a thing. This isn't a dance, Ben. I know you put on a fun hat, and you enjoy dancing. And that's good, but this is not that. Bill Merle and I are supposed to meet Rakepig in Ben's classroom. Alright, this has turned into a pretty big Gryffindor party.
Professor Rakepig says me to prepare you a long lecture for you. The suspense must be dreadful.
Alright, well I'm glad I touched that first since we have to wait for it. We're gonna go see then what Hagrid is doing. You said you wanted my help with Abraxans. What for?
I guess I can tell you everything. Professor Dumbledore wants information about Abraxans in Scotland. Something to do with the Beauxbatons.
I suppose inter-school relationships are important. What do you need me to do?
There's an Abraxan in the Magical Creatures Reserve. Maybe you've seen it, eh?
I haven't just seen it. I know that Abraxan better than anyone.
I shouldn't have underestimated you, Will. I just need you to get close to the Abraxan and take some notes.
What, like homework?
Nah, just simple stuff like what it likes, what makes it angry, that sort of thing. It'd be a good idea to bring someone along, someone smart with decent handwriting.
I think I know just the which. Oh, hey, Penny. You get to be my accomplice through all of these, I guess.
I'd best be off, lots to do.
Hey, Penny. How'd you like to befriend a giant horse with wings? We normally call them Pegasus, Pegasi, but we call it an Abraxan here. Pardon? I'm doing research on Abraxans for Hagrid, specifically how they interact with humans. How would you like to interact with an Abraxan? I could use a second pair of eyes, and your penmanship is better than mine.
My penmanship is quite good, isn't it? But the only Abraxans I've ever met were Madame Maxims.
If you could just make some observations, it'd really help me out.
I don't know, Will.
I'm sure you're the perfect witch for the job. Here, let me explain. 3 hours of persuasion, and we cannot skimp on it. Very well. It's about time they threw one of these at me. I was enjoying skimping. Alright, that should convince her.
Okay, I'll do it. You just want me to take notes?
Yes, please. I'll have my hands full. Abraxans are powerful, and they can be hard to control.
What do you mean hard to control? You've got it tamed, haven't you?
Yeah, it's eating out of the palm of my hand. Sometimes literally.
Fantastic. Let me get some supplies and I'll meet you in the Creatures Reserve. This will be fun.
Alright. Do we have it? Is it? Yeah, adopt the Abraxan.
I heard you tame the Abraxan. Meet me in the Magical Creatures Reserve and introduce us.
Get to know the Abraxan?
Yeah, these go a lot faster when you've already done the creatures. Otherwise, these would probably have to be kind of ignored as they go. I have been collecting these things. I'm going to be careful about when to actually press the buttons, because you can accidentally complete the wrong thing, and that would be bad, because then it moves to the new page early. So I think it's actually better if you just leave these like that until you're ready to collect. And then you can intentionally collect a pattern that's going to maximize your score. So don't get too clicky-do on this screen. Penny, meet the Abraxan. Abraxan, this is Penny. You look especially large from this perspective. It seemed to say.
I don't think it likes me very much.
Oh, tease Penny is the option? No, I want to reassure her. It just doesn't know you yet. I'm sure it'll love you once you build some trust.
You're sweet, Will.
The key to creatures is distance. They have to get used to people gradually. It helps if you keep your voice level 2. And don't just talk to people loudly!
What'd you learn so much about Abraxans?
Trial and error, really. Accidentally. I got kicked in the face a lot. Here, I'll take the metaphorical reins. If you give it some space, it'll warm up to you.
This is for Hagrid, right? He needs to take notes on the Abraxan for some sort of exchange?
Yes, you're the most level-headed person I know, Penny, and handling an Abraxan takes calm.
You forgot to mention that I've got the best penmanship.
That too.
You're right, I'll keep my distance. Maybe this Abraxan will stop looking at me like it wants to bite my head off.
It'll love you in no time. Let me show you how to make friends with an Abraxan. Alright. 3 hours of no skippies. So I did not realize that the Abraxan was this large. It is large. It is comically large. But okay. Snort. I think it's starting to like you. Just sounds like a Scooby-Doo now in my head.
More importantly, we got some good notes out of this.
Fantastic. Those will really help Hagrid when we bring him the Abraxan.
You want to bring him a giant winged horse to the castle?
Yes, just to the training grounds. I'm not sure it'd fit anywhere else.
What could go wrong?
What could go wrong indeed? Alright, reach max level trust with the Abraxan.
When you get the chance, mind bringing your Abraxan up to the castle?
I might start skipping these in the videos. Oh, it just keeps showing me these. I'm not gonna... I have a strategy for these. I'll tell you guys about it later. It's really wants us to look at this. It's a little, the pop-ups are a little aggressive on this bingo thing. You know what? No, I'm not even doing this yet. I'm not even going here yet, because I'm more interested right now in the story. So we're gonna go to Magic History class. We'll get back to that.
Portkeys, let us begin. The history of Portkeys.
Could we have a moment, please, Professor Binns? I need to consult with my students. Anything you'd like to tell us, Mr. Bits?
Like what in the world Ben Copper is doing here?
He's insisting on joining us, and Professor Rakepick said we could use more help. If help is what you think he can provide, Mr. Copper can come with us into the Cursed Vault tonight. He was useful in the first vault. You can stay, Ben. Brilliant. Where's Charlie Weasley? Studying like he's cramming for a dragon's test. I don't know how Will did it, but Charlie's on board. Well done, Mr. Bits. Thank you, Professor Rakepick. I don't see any reason to rebel against her right now. Like, normally rebel against Rakepick is a good default, but things seem to be going well currently. Perhaps I've doubted you at times, but you were right to insist we bring more people with us. We're all nervous, and now there'll be more of us to support one another. I'm so pleased that you approve. You don't have to be that smarmy about it. I'm trying to get along with you. But why are we here, Professor Rakepick? Something about Portkeys?
Beetle take a cue from Bits and start trusting Professor Rakepick. She has our best interests at her heart.
Thank you, Miss Snide. Thank you, Miss Snide, and thank you for defending me, Marula, I guess. Your loyalty and sense of duty continue to impress me. As for Mr. Weasley's question, I've asked Professor Binns to give us a private lecture about portkeys and their history. I'll explain why after the lecture. For now, listen and learn about portkeys. Okay. Yeah, Penny, I know. 3 hours of learning about portkeys. Very well. So I've decided to full clear this one for a couple of reasons. One of which being it just fits my schedule of what things I gotta do this weekend. Thank you, Professor Binns, for that rousing lesson on portkeys. It certainly will be of use to my students in the special project I've assigned them. May we have the room?
Well, good day.
Fades through floor. No, just walks out because he doesn't know he's a ghost. So sleepy, and I still don't understand. My research suggests that the vault portrait is a port key set to activate tonight. The vault portrait that you jump through hoops to get from Peeves. The vault portrait will take us to the cursed vault. That's brilliant. I'm pleased that the news has woken you up, Mr. Weasley. As Professor Binns explained, a portkey is an enchanted inanimate object, activated to work during a certain window of time, to take all who grasp it to a pre-arranged destination. It's why we don't need to know where off Hogwarts grounds we'll be traveling to. Oh, so that's why we can't see an entrance in the portrait, and why Bits and I couldn't find a hidden entrance in the cursed corridor. This cursed vault doesn't have an entrance. That's exactly right, Miss Snide. There's no entrance. We'll be transported directly inside the vault, or trapped inside of a painting. Forever. Now I have some last preparations to make, but tonight we'll meet at the training grounds and be transported into the cursed vault. Ben, you look terrified. I'm trying to be brave. I don't always succeed. Have you changed your mind about joining us in the vault? I'd understand. No, but what Rakepick said about this cursed vault having no entrance, that means it must have no exit. Mr. Bits, come with me. There's one last thing we must discuss before we go to the cursed vault. We'll be able to leave and still do classes though, right? Because I got an event going on that I'm... Come now, this will be our final talk before we join the others at the training grounds. But I actually think I'm gonna do... Man, I have so many side classes to do. I've got these lessons to worry about. I got this Hagrid thing that's going on. We're gonna look at the side classes for this sort of stuff. I went ahead and turned in one of these. And yeah, I did the boost. Because I want that costume. Which is working pretty well for me so far. I just wanted to see if that class completed any of the other things that I'm working on, and no, it didn't. Most of them are for non-story classes. Good to know. Okay, Defense Against the Dark Arts. We're gonna do the class, and not the story quest. 3 hours. Bada bing, bada boom. The time has come to show me your skill. Yeah, defensive spells. Averte statum. I don't know, a lot of these dark magic spells are kind of blending together for me. We're checking it off. Alright, I'm ready now to go meet with Hagrid. I did not get proper perspective on this horse. It is seriously tripping me out now. This is my Abraxan. It'll never be tame, but it trusts me, and that's what matters. Seems to like Penny well enough.
Enough to take copious notes on its likes and dislikes.
What a beauty! Did I do something wrong?
I don't think it's you. I didn't like Penny at first, but this is something else.
Thanks, Will. That's nice to hear.
Abraxans might be magical creatures, but they're still horses. They're a little bit mad.
Is that a horse thing? Okay. I think it's because they're prey animals, if you want to be technical about it. Time to fly and crash the entire school.
That's going to be a problem.
Looks like it's going to the courtyard.
I can track it down easily enough, but I don't know much about Abraxans. It's the only one I've ever seen around here, and I still got no idea where it came from.
Don't worry, Hagrid. We'll figure it out. It's like Rowan always says, knowledge is power. It was him or an infomercial after a G.I. Joe cartoon. Anyway, I'm sure there's something here that can tell us what's wrong. Is there something here, like in the grass, that is a problem? Okay. Giant horse times. I've got it. It's scared of its own shadow? Like a groundhog?
Seriously?
Abraxans are basically giant magical horses with wings. Horses are afraid of everything, including shadows. I mean, I guess some horses are. There aren't a lot of shadows in the creature reserve, and the castle freaked it out. We just need to calm it down as it goes on a rampage all throughout wherever it is.
Well, a calming draft should help, but I don't think it's approved for equine use.
Especially at its size, you would need a lot of calming draft.
We could try single malt whiskey. That's what they drink, isn't it?
What? You gonna get the horse drunk? Whiskey might be an option for the Abraxan, but I'm underage and terrified. Is this really the final drift of the script that we went with? Okay, alright. Getting a horse drunk. Okay. I've never seen the Abraxan look at me that way. Am I getting trolled right now?
Leave the whiskey to me. You need to focus on controlling your fear before you even approach the Abraxan, or whiskey won't be enough.
Okay, Okay, gain 150 courage points.
You have to be brave. You're going to become your Abraxan, and I need time to get the whiskey.
Does single malt whiskey mean something else in England? Because it means something, that's a very specific phrase that I'm familiar. Alright, we're getting a horse drunk, apparently. Oh, also, I'm gonna turn one of these in. I collected a bunch of these. Wait, how am I even doing on this? It's gonna be tight. So the trick is you want to make sure that the last thing you turn in is the middle piece to get that capper, right? And then you get credit for the other ones. Anyway, I should have clicked those. Oh well. Alright, I'm in second place. That's, hoo boy. Pretty intense out over here. But okay. I'm not gonna spend a whole lot of time or energy worrying about covering the events, because they just go so fast, and people are so competitive. But okay, I'm glad to be to the point that I can at least kind of passively get those. Let's prepare for battle. Professor Rakepick, if this is about my speaking out in support of you earlier, it's not, it's about your brother. Oh, what about him?
If you haven't thought about what you'll say to him, if you should ever find him, then you should think about it.
That's rather cryptic. Do you know something I don't? Is he in this vault? That seems like something that's a very real possibility, actually.
I know lots of things that you don't know. For instance, I know that tonight, whether we fail or succeed, it will be a battle. And if I should die, I'll need you to take the lead.
Foreshadowing, yikes. Me, but Rula's your favorite.
Rula isn't ready, but she's grown quite attached to me. You'd have to look out for her after I'm gone.
Do you really think you'll die? Tonight?
I'd die before I let anything happen to any one of you.
But if the worst should happen, when you say I'd have to take the lead, what would I need to do?
You'll know what to do if that time should come.
You said you needed to talk to me, but you're only leaving me with more questions than answers.
There's not enough time. You need to get ready. A proper battle outfit would be a good place to start.
Oh. It's important that you're dressed for battle. Buy new clothes. Does that mean there's a new outfit for me? Oh, there is. I think. Oh, but it's expensive. 225 gems. I mean, this is pretty cool, but also it looks really similar to this one that I already have. So I'm just gonna put on the Hufflepuff version. Does that count? Because I'd rather spend those gems elsewhere. Yeah. Now you look ready for battle. I'm not sure if I feel ready for battle. This battle waits for no one. Tonight, we fight. Get the portrait. Let's go to the training grounds with the port key at once. Alright. That was the end. Okay. That's the end of the story chapters. I was not prepared. So we're gonna do some classes in the meantime. Lumos Maxima is coming up first. We'll do the classes. I'll get some courage, and then we'll at least finish up horsing around. Alright. I have been way distracted by the bingo game. I do not mind saying I have spent a few gems on it. Not an insane number of gems, but I have. But I got the courage I needed while I was doing that, so oh boy, we're gonna extract this Abraxan because I do just want to include just finishing off this side quest while we're here. I think I'm as ready as I'll ever be to face a terrified Abraxan. Did you get the whiskey? That's a lot of whiskey. How did you get whiskey? You were not old enough to get whiskey. I know it is that alcohol is more lax in Europe, but I don't think it's that lax. Are we 16 yet? No. Maybe we just turned 16. I don't know. Talk about it in the comments. A whole bucket of single malt, courtesy of Hagrid. For some reason, Hagrid, that is illegal. You have broken laws here today. Are you sure you want to come? This could get messy. We're about to get the world's largest horse massively drunk. Why? Wild horses couldn't stop me. They're gonna try. That's gonna do a lot of structural damage. I did not realize how massive this thing is. What's the plan, Will? Speak softly, establish authority, feed it. I'm gonna go for food. When in doubt, give it food. Are you hungry? I know you're scared, but that doesn't mean you don't deserve a treat. Looks a bit calmer, Will. Maybe we should distract it some more. Calming it down seems like the best solution. If I can keep it calm and distract it from the shadows, we should be fine. There are loads of shadows in here. I hope I brought enough whiskey. Why couldn't we use some kind of light spell to either make it dimmer or brighter so that the shadows are less apparent? There's no time. Let's do this. 8 hours? For seriously? Oh, I didn't realize this is gonna bleed into some of the other stuff that I'm doing. I am currently winning here, but it is a tenuous lead, and I'm very worried about Nick here sneaking up behind me. But well, I'll keep an eye on it. All right, finishing off the Abraxan. Hopefully this finishes everything else off. It's all right. There's nothing to be afraid of. It's just enough whiskey to kill a man.
We've let the Abraxan the whiskey, but we can't make it drink.
Delicious. Just get that alcoholism kicked straight away.
I stand corrected. How are we gonna get it out of the courtyard?
Maybe I can fly it home once it's extremely drunk. I don't understand any part of this plan. Get the Abraxan drunk. Sure.
I heard you and Penny calm the Abraxan down. Let's finish up this report for Professor Dumbledore.
Alright. There's stuff going on. I've bled into the last thing. But I want to get this Abraxan finished off. And in that same video. Thanks for your patience, everybody. Someone wants to see you, Hagrid. We're placing the Abraxan here, the one that's been here this whole time.
You did it! I knew I could count on you.
It was scared of all the shadows up in the castle, but Penny and I calmed it down. The whiskey helped. It was entirely the whiskey. This horse is an alcoholic. It's a drunk. its wife has been calling, just worried sick about it.
After all this, we got something interesting to tell Professor Dumbledore. We discovered that horses love alcohol, and also, mysteriously, his Abraxan died. Mind helping me put all this research together?
I'll take that as a yes. All right. 3 hours of finishing out that research. Okay, research complete. Giant horse, checked off the list. I guess we're gonna do one of these for every animal. This plus the event really slowed down my completion of everything. Let's go to the rest of it.
Thanks for all your help, Will. I couldn't have done it without you.
It was my pleasure. I had fun horsing around. But I'm gonna miss my Abraxan when we send it off to Beauxbatons.
What? Heard you sending them some information. They got enough Abraxans at Beauxbatons as it is. Besides, how could I break up a friendship as special as what you got with your Abraxan, whatever his name is?
Hear that, mate? We're friends.
Huh?
Alright, quest complete. This is just how we're gonna get our friendship up with Hagrid. I'm very curious at what point, if any, that will actually matter towards doing something with Hagrid. But it's neat to have just as a metric. It makes this whole thing feel like there's more of a reason to do it. It feels less detached from the rest of the game. So cool, great. Dunzo. Whew.
Let's see how well you cast Lumos Maxima, which
I think this was just Lumos, but bigger. It's even the same icon. Lumos Maxima. That barely merits its own lesson. Whatever. It's always underwhelming to finish out a mission on a class. But that's what we're doing. Chapter 29 complete. That'll be all for this one. Oh, kind of a long one. Sorry I went up so late. There was a lot. It's the dang side quests are so distracting. All right. That's all for this one. Bye for now.